Hey, my name is Scott Bloyer. I'm one of the pastors here, and we are going through Proverbs for the month of August. So that means we're reading one proverb every day for the corresponding day that it hits. And so it's August 14th. We're reading Proverbs 14. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to start out just hammering home the very first two verses of Proverbs 14. Let me read those to you. A wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. Now, many people may read that and go, oh, they're talking about the physical home. They're not talking about the physical home. They're talking about the home that you create by being a godly woman in the relationships that you are. So whether you're a mother or not, whether you're married or not, what you do and how you live your life can either build up or tear down. In fact, one of the words that they use in this translation is neglect, mistrust, and abuse. Those are things that can tear down a home. And then it goes on to verse 2, and it says, but those who follow the right path fear the Lord, those who take the wrong path despise him. If we're going to build up a home, not tear down a home, then the goal should be that we're following exactly what God wants for us and from us, not what we want for our own life. We need to trust him so that he's the one that is building the home as we follow him. And then a couple of other verses that really spoke to me. Verse 12 says, there's a path before each person that seems right, but it ends in death. Here's the understanding of this. What you think about your life for yourself is not necessarily what God thinks for your life and for yourself. We need to understand that the path is a way of life. God puts us on a path, and that path is right. See, the path that we think is right that ends in death, that's all filled with sin. We do sin. We're all broken people. And that sin will always take us down the wrong path. And we need to seek what God wants for us in that path, which leads us to verses 29 and 30. I love 29 and 30. Verse 29 says this, people with understanding control their anger. A hot temper shows great foolishness. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not the best person to talk about this verse because sometimes I have a little bit of a temper, especially when I'm sitting in my truck on I-225 and someone is being stupid. Someone is cutting me off. I'm not, but here's the thing. What Solomon is alluding to is emotions. He talks about temper. He talks about anger. Those are things that can lead us to a place that God doesn't want us to be. In fact, what we should be looking at is verse 30. Verse 30 says, a peaceful heart leads to a healthy body. Jealousy is like cancer in the bones. How we feel affects who we are, and how it affects who we are also in a physical way. It's emotional, it's physical, and spiritual. We should allow God to be the one that dictates and leads our emotions, not just what's happening in our day. I was talking to someone just recently, and they said, how do I keep joy? I said, joy is based in who we are as we follow Jesus. Happiness is an emotion that's based in our situation. I'm always going to have joy. I may not always be happy. So I want you to think about, how are your emotions leading you today? Hey, I hope this helped you. I hope you were encouraged by it. Have a great day.